All right. Welcome to y'all. Welcome to the first y'all post Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving meals, however you celebrated them, whether it was with family or something a little bit different this year. 2020 is crazy, so who knows what you could get up to. But it is the first y'all pre-Christmas now. So we're going to transition to a little bit of Christmas themed stuff. We got a beautiful tree behind us, as you can see. And we are going to tonight we're gonna play a little bit of a different game entertainment piece with some interaction on social media available afterwards, which I hope you guys take advantage of. We have Tim, who's gonna be doing some 2020 reflection stuff, and then we have some wonderful worship from Kendall and Allie. So I'm gonna kick it off now to a special guest. I'm not sure who he is. He sounds like quite the smart individual though, and then after that we'll go to Tim. Hello, my little Liptians. Welcome to Internetology 101. My name is Professor Maximilian. I am smarter than you. Once again, Professor Maximilian. I am smarter than you. But you can call me the professor. It is fine. So, today, I will be teaching you one of the many things that I have learned through my extensive studies in the internet, yes. Very, very, very many things. But today, I will teach you one. How about that? Yeah? Sounds good? Okay. So, if you are ready, I'm going to send it out to myself, who's out in the field conducting a little bit of an experiment. Yeah? Okay, let's see how that goes. Welcome to the experiment. I'm simply going to close the doors. Now that eavesdrops on our little party today. Okay, so very simple experiments that we've got. So I will hand. Which one of you wants the dictionary?
I will.
Shelly. I'm going to give you the calculator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if I were to tell you that this morning I woke up and I had this word stuck in my head? I don't know where it came from, but it's been eating at me all day. And I, through my studies of everything that I have seen throughout my life, I have come to the realization that these kind of things are not an accident. They are very much placed there on purpose. So, I wrote the word down, and I put it in this envelope here. Shelly, I'm going to give it to you, okay? So, Mackenzie.
Yes.
Since you are the one with the calculator,
Yeah.
I need you to give me a 3-digit number in which the digits do not repeat themselves at any point.
Put it in here, just tell you it.
Tell me first.
Okay. 513.
Okay. 513. Okay, so 513. Put that in the calculator. And this is a number that you came up with all on your own. I did not tell you this at any point, correct?
Not at all.
Okay, so then we are going to subtract the flipped version of that. So we're going to do minus 315. Go ahead, put that in the calculator. And tell me what you get.
198.
198. Okay, then we are going to flip this number once again. So we're going to go 891. And then we're going to add them. So do that on the calculator for me. What is it?
1089.
Okay. 1000.
Oh,
Oh,
089.
sorry.
And then makes me.
89. It's even the professor makes mistakes from time to time. Okay, so if my calculations are correct here, Shelley, could you open up the dictionary to page 108 for me?
I'm a little nervous. Yes.
Okay. Now, could you count down and find the ninth word on that page.
Yes.
Okay, Shelley? Could you please read that word?
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous. Okay. Shelley, now, I handed you that envelope at the beginning of our experiment, yes?
Yeah.
And I have not touched it since, yes?
No.
Okay. Now I would like you to open it and read the word that is on that piece of paper. And what does it say?
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous. Excellent. All right, the experiment is a success. Please, ladies, you may go. Thank you so much for participating. I thank you so much. Thank you for donating your time to science. Make sure you do not tell anybody what you have seen here today. And you can send in the next test subjects. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It is simple internetology, my friends. Vigor, write that down. Oh, welcome back, my little Lipschens. Now that you've seen the experiment, allow me to explain to you exactly what just happened. So, let's say you take any three-digit number, without, of course, the repeating digits. So let's take 6 or 8. Fair enough, easy enough number, yeah. So, then you reverse it. So then it becomes 8 or 6, yeah. And then you subtract the smaller number from the larger number. So it becomes 6 or 8. It's yeah, just like that, yeah. So then if you do this math, if I'm not mistaken, it should be 198. Yeah. Okay, so then you reverse this number once again. It becomes 8, 9, 5. And then you add those two numbers together. Every time you should get the number 1089.
1089.
Sounds familiar, yes. So, then, if you were to take a dictionary, an ordinary dictionary, and let's say that I were to go into this dictionary ahead of time and look up page 108, yes? And then look at the ninth word on page 108. Each time, as long as you use the same dictionary, should be the word carnivorous. Can you tell me what that word is?
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous, okay. And then I were to, I don't know, take said word, write it on a piece of paper, before I were to conduct any kind of experiment, and then put it in an envelope. And then I would to take two simpletons, and then I would thrust them into said experiment and tell them I was going to see the future or read their minds. And then they were to do some form of this equation. Then, ultimately, when the experiment comes to a conclusion, and I open the envelope, and the word carnivorous.
Wow, so cool.
And it says carnivorous. Okay. And what does it say?
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous. Excellent. Is written on a piece of paper. Since that person may just believe that I am indeed some kind of magic man. But, of course, I am not. I am a simple professor. a professor of internetology 101. And that, my little Liebchens, is why Professor I am smarter than you is in fact smarter than you.
Hey, Youth at Hope friends. It's been a while since I've gotten to share a little bit of a message. I've shared some stuff in the end of the y'alls and some different things and announcements and with intros with Taylor, but it's good. I get the chance to bring a little message today. Mandy and I were doing some thinking about the best way to wrap up 2020. It's been quite a year, and we've all been on this wild ride together, and it's affected us all in many different ways. And we thought that we'd take the last 3 weeks of our year here in December to do some 2020 reflections. I get the honor of going first, and I'm going to share 3 things from my 2020 that I feel have impacted me, and in some ways for the better, despite being a really rough year. And next week, we get the opportunity to hear from some leaders. We're going to do a little montage of leader reflections. And then the following week, that last week of December before Christmas on that Wednesday night, we're looking for your turn to send us in a 2020 reflection. We'll provide details and information on how to do it, and even an opportunity to be filmed during one of our Sunday nights here. But we'd love to hear from all of you, leaders included, about how 2020 has impacted you. And so as I look back on my 2020 and I reflect a little bit upon the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm going to share 3 thoughts that I hope inspire you and point you possibly in a new direction as we head towards 2021. I want to start by thinking about embracing local. I know that for me, I'm a traveler, I'm an explorer, I like new and fresh and unique things. I even set out this year to do 52 hikes, unique and different hikes. And as I did accomplish that goal, but I found a new and freshness once that goal was accomplished to try to really start embracing and leaning into some of more of my local and more familiar things. Doing a loop in Valley Forge weekly or twice a week, or even in some cases as I try to get to 104 hikes this year, 3 times, I've found some freshness and some newness right in front of my own very eyes, right in my own backyard. And I know that as I've embraced some of these local things, as I've thought about doing some more local opportunities, I have found some new and unique things in that. The same goes for me with the Bible, and I'll touch on that with my number 2 point in a minute. But after reading the Bible, the whole Bible in 1 year, a couple years ago, I found myself feeling like some of the landscape of the Bible wasn't new and fresh any longer because I had just read it all, and neglecting reopening and re-uncovering some of the local Bible stuff was very similar to my walk in the woods. And as I've taken that journey this year, I have found some new love for some different things in the Bible that I may have left uncovered previously. My second reflection is embracing routine. 2020 for me was weird. Completely and utterly out of routine. Things that I've held dear for many years just didn't happen the way they normally would. The normal routine and ebb and flow of our family life wasn't the same. But taking, after kind of a rocky start, and even kind of an all over the place summer as it normally is for us, this fall I really settled into a morning routine, getting up, getting breakfast, sitting down, reading scripture, digging into some Bible plans and things that I've done in the past, but finding that routine in the morning, reading some Bible, reading some out of a professional development style book. I'm currently reading Bob Goff's Dream Big book. Highly recommend for the dreamers like me out there in this world. But the opportunity to do that routine has kept me grounded in the Word, and has kept me grounded in my own life, in the ebb and flow of things, and not letting that routine get interrupted has been really, really big for me in the last half of this year. And lastly, I think one of the big things for a lot of us, but has been really, really important for me, is embracing discomfort. Ever since the George Floyd situation and the riots and the pain and the anguish that caused, I was left in a place where I was realizing very rapidly that I wasn't comfortable. And many years in the past, and I've had those thoughts and feelings for many of these past situations, and I've brushed it under the rug and brushed it to the side, and just been okay with not being comfortable, but not doing what I really tried to do this past year, which is embracing the discomfort. I've been so thankful to the racial equality team here at Hope, to Jennifer and Daryl and George and Julian. If any of you happen to listen to this, I'm so thankful for your leadership in this area. I've been blessed to be a part of these racial equality roundtables. We've had 3 of them now. I'm really looking forward to the 4th. Students, if you're listening, next Tuesday night, would you join me on Zoom and use your voices to add to this conversation that's happening? 40 to 50 adults at a time at Hope, leaning in and wrestling in safe places with our Black friends, trying to come to some understanding of the fact that we, as white leaders, will never understand. And I've been able to ask some difficult questions in some of those safe spaces. I'm thankful to Daryl Mace, who's been patient and kind with me, as I've learned to ask some questions that I otherwise wasn't comfortable asking. And friends, if you're not doing this, if you're not wrestling with these topics, it's because you've embraced the comfortable. And I would encourage you, one of my biggest reflections and thankfulness of this 2020 season has been to embrace the discomfort that's come from a lot of those discussions, to wrestle with that. I'm thankful for Emmanuel Acho. If you haven't caught his videos on YouTube, hit me up with a text and I'll send you some links. Some of the depth and content in some of those videos has rocked my world and changed my views on a lot of things that I once thought I fully understood. And so I don't know what 2020 has done for you, but in the midst of a tough and rough season, I've learned how to embrace local. I've learned how to embrace routine, and I've learned how to embrace discomfort. I hope that you found some good in 2020 as well. And I look forward to being with you this Sunday night, hopefully in person. And I'm looking forward to discussing some of these things in small group as we go forward. Later, guys.
Hey everyone! So this is a new song, at least it's new for me. So if you know it, sing along, and even if you don't know it, sing along or pay attention to what the lyrics are saying. God of Abraham, you're the God of covenant and faithful promises. Time and time again, you have proven you'll do just what you'll say. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast, and then my heart learn when you speak come to pass. Oh, great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting sun, I will praise your name. Great is your faithfulness to me. God, from age to age, though the earth may pass away, your word remains the same. Your history can prove there's nothing you can't do. You're faithful and true. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast. And let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Oh, great is your faithfulness to me.
once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Whoa, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now. Oh, I can see the